In this video, we learn about the coordinate plane. The coordinate plane is a plane made up by an intersecting x-axis and y-axis. And when we have a coordinate plane, we can find coordinates by using an ordered pair, which is a pair of numbers that indicates a point on the coordinate plane. You can sort of think about like latitude and longitude when we talk about a map. It's similar in that regard. To have an ordered pair, we want to have two numbers surrounded by parentheses. So, for instance, 3, -8 would indicate a location on a coordinate plane. Notice we have the comma separating the two of them. And the ordered pair is made up of two things. It's made up of an x-coordinate, and that's the first number in the ordered pair. So, the 3, that would be my x-coordinate. And then the y-coordinate, well, that's just the second number in the ordered pair. So the -8, that's my y-coordinate. And finally, we have the origin. And this is the point where the x-axis and y-axis meet on the coordinate plane. So here's an example of a coordinate plane. And I want to label the following things. So the origin, the point where the x-axis and y-axis meet. Well, it'd help if we knew what the x-axis is. The x-axis is this longer line that's going across the coordinate plane horizontally. It's that number line there. And the y-axis is going to be the vertical line that is going up and down our coordinate plane here. So the origin, the point where these two lines are meeting, is located right here. And the coordinates at the origin are just going to be 0, 0. Because the x-coordinate is 0 here at the origin, and the y-coordinate is 0 here at the origin. And then our coordinate plane is divided up into 4 quadrants. So starting from the upper right, we have quadrant number 1, and then moving counterclockwise, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. So if I want to plot points on a coordinate plane, so point A here, that is -2, 5, and point B here is 7, -3, C is 4, 2, and D is -8, 0. So to plot the points, all I do is I start at the origin. Let's say I wanted to plot point A, and it's -2, 5. I'm going to start here at the origin, and then I'm going to move left or right to the x-coordinate. Well, since the x-coordinate is -2, I'm going to move 2 to the left, so 1, 2. Then I'm moving up or down to the y-coordinate. Well, the y-coordinate's +5, so I'm going to move up 5 units, and that's what gets me to A here. Let's say I wanted to plot point D. I would move 8 units over to the left, and then 0 units up or down, so I'd be right at D. Alright, let's take a look at some sample problems. Point A. Well, remember, we're going to start at the origin, and for point A, I'm moving to the right on my x-axis 6 units. So because I'm moving to the right, that's a +6. But then, to get to A, I have to move down 2 units, and because I'm moving down, that's a negative, and it's -2 since I moved 2 units down. For point B, I need to move 1 unit to the left, and because I'm moving to the left from the origin, that's a -1. And then I move 3 units up, and since I'm moving up from the x-axis, that is positive direction. Alright, point C. Point C, I don't move left or right to get to point C. So that's 0. But then, from the origin, I have to go down 6. So that's 0, -6. Alright, let's look at point D. Point D, if I start at the origin, I'm going to move 6 left, or 6 in the negative direction from 0. So that's a -6. And then from here I'm moving 5 down, Since I'm moving down, that's a negative 5. And finally, point E, starting at the origin for point E, I move 10 to the right. That's a positive 10. And then from there, I'm moving up, which is also positive. I'm moving up 2, so it's positive 2. Alright, here are some practice problems for you to do on your own. I want you to name the following points. Make sure you write your answer as an ordered pair. So I should see the open parentheses, the x-coordinate, comma, y-coordinate, and close those parentheses. For point M, if I start here at the origin, point M, I need to move in the left direction. So I'm moving left 6, so that's a negative 6. And from there, I'm moving up 7, so that's a positive 7. Point P, starting at the origin. To get to P, I have to move left 10. So that's negative 10. And then from there, I'm moving down 2. So that's a negative 2. Point Q, if I start here at the origin, I don't move left or right. But I do move down 5. So since I didn't move left or right, that's 0 for the x-coordinate, and down 5, negative 5 for the y-coordinate. And finally, point S. Point S, starting at the origin, I'm moving to the right 6, that's the positive direction, and up, also positives, and that's a positive 6. And that's how we work with the coordinate plane.